MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Cole Stewart will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 21, Derek Fisher.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And now look out as that runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Well, there's no strategic reason to hit the leadoff man that I can think of, so now he's aboard with no outs to start the game, and that's not how you want to get your outing underway on the mound.
Here's Joe Panik, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Stewart has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2.
We got full count.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the wall.
Fisher gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fouled off. Popped up. Back behind second. Velasquez waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Standing in, Vladimir Guerrero. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Runner at first here, 1 man out. There's a shot out to right center field. Run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
Stepping up to the plate, Rendell Gritchip. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey. 0-1 for count.
Runner at second here with one man out. Edge of the zone that time, taken and ruled a strike.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
0-2 count, and the pitch. That misses. 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up, and Toronto's off to the early 1-0 lead. Chase Anderson gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Now at the plate, number 21. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Number 21 is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trey Mancini is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
A ball and a strike now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Brandon Drury will bat next, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming. Here it is.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Number 44.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. It's taken. Now it's 0-2.
0-2.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Standing in now, number 96. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
Nope,
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Three and 0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-0 pitch. And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Now in the box, Danny Jansen, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Batting fifth.
Digging in now, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Anderson, a 6'1" right-hander. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
Stepping into the box, Pedro Severino, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the first pitch to him. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
No.
And that misses. 1-1. A man at third with 1 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Panic is there. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
Striding in, Andrew Velasquez. First offering on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Three and one.
3-1.
Two out, nobody on. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Digging in to try it again, Derek Fisher was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Santander's got it, and there's one away. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. So one away in the Toronto third, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is lined softly down the line and left, but this will be a foul ball. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Panik behind a ball and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
So striding in, Vladimir Guerrero. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Ramon Uriarte. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. This is foul right side. The 1-1.
Count 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 31.
So stepping in, Cedric Mullins. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And he misses there. 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Digging in, number 21. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. He's running. In there. Now the throw. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Hanser Alberto is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Rounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
So now to the plate, Hanser Alberto, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Runner goes for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
The 1-1. Two outs here with a runner at third.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. All set for the start of the fourth. And the big right-handed bat of Randal Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Now here's the pitch.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Nope.
And low. It's a ball and a strike. Bullet back up the middle. Mullins patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting.
Good time now to check out the Orioles Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves of late. At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. '50th pitch of the game on its way. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Into the box now, Brandon Drury. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Drury playing here in his age 26 season. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground to short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
At the plate, Rowdy Tellez. From the stretch. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1 and 2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Misses. Ball 2. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Just hung in there on that one. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in, Trey Mancini. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Mancini.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is taken below the zone for a ball.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he takes a called strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. The 2-2. Fouled off. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And oh, this one's by him to the backstop.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. One run, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff another shot.
Full count now, 3-2.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Now the 2-0 home. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And that misses ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with 2 out.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Settling in now, Andrew Velasquez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Panic. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said that collectively as a group, their timing appears to be way off. As a result, they're often getting blown away at the plate or simply fighting pitches off. In the dugout, they're talking about getting things started a little bit earlier and simplifying their swings to give themselves a little bit more time to get the bat through the zone. We'll see if they're able to make those adjustments, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Number 96.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, so there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 96 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Up next is Danny Jansen. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow.
Great jump on that ball hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
Ready once again, Derek Fisher. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Number 21 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Penn.
Stepping into the box, Joe Penn. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Santander grabs it to retire the side. Blue Jays held in check. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and stepping up as the shortstop, Ramon Uriarte.
Ramon Uriarte.
First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. On its way is pitch number 75. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Into the box, Cedric Mullins. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 21.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, number 21. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Into right field. That's a base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Coming to the plate now, Hanser Alberto. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0 delivery.
Nope. That's inside.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-1 after the foul ball there. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now that's popped up, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Too high, ball 3.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for the Orioles. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. In now, Vladimir Guerrero. He flew out in his last at bat.
Vladimir Guerrero.
First pitch of the at bat on its way. Hit to third. Alberto gloves it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Randall Griffin.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Randall Grichuk. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Two and 1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And the count will be full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And another foul ball. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And the slider misses low and away here. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Miguel Castro enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Miguel Castro.
Lourdes Gurriel will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Here's the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Ready on 1 and 2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1 and 2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Oh, that's off.
And he lays off it to even the count 2 and 2. Has a look, now the pitch. Good changeup in the dirt, strike 3.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Stepping in now, Brendan Drury. Base hit into right center. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Rowdy Tellez. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Blue Jays leave a pair. Still tied 1 apiece. Ryan Barucki enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
For the Blue Jays, number 56, Ryan Barucki.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. It was a walk in his last trip.
Trey Mancini.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left field.
Ready for another shot now. Anthony Santander. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Standing in, Chris Davis. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. 2 out, nobody on. Seared down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Richard Blyer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 48, Richard Blyer.
At the plate, number 96. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Number 96.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1.
Nope. 1-1.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. All even now. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
So now to the plate, Danny Jansen. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 on its way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Full count now, 3-2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Slow little roller to third. Alberto fields it cleanly, and that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 21, Derek Fisher.
Now at the plate, Derek Fisher. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santander waits on it, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Stepping in, Pedro Severino, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
The catcher, Pedro.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Severino.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. And that's out number 1.
The bat, number 88.
Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Velasquez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 1 out, nobody on. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
At the plate, Ramon Uriarte. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Just foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
To the plate now, Cedric Mullins, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What an outstanding play to end the inning. Orioles lead 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. So digging in now, Joe Panic. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That ball's foul.
And he fouls this one off. Got him.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Here's Randall Grichuk. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. And there's ball 2 now. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. Success on a 3-1 count to keep the inning alive here.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set, the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Santander grabs it to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, number 21. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike one. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is hauled in for the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Stepping in, Hanser Alberto. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changeup called strike one.
0-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Bouncer up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
So here's Trey Mancini. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Hey, Debro, looks like they might finally have something going after that base hit. First and third, one out, and maybe now they can get something started.
Yeah, you could tell the third base coach was going to be aggressive right there, right? A nice read by both him and the base runner to take that extra base and put them in scoring position. They've been struggling right now to get guys in scoring position.
Set and the pitch. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
Now the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And he will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Chris Davis at the plate now, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The set and the 1-0.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
The 2-0. Outside and low. 3-0.
Got a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And he gets the call there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 pitch.
Full count.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Ripped down the first base line. And a sliding effort there, but he can't get a glove on it. A base hit. Mancini ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. Orioles settle for 1. 9th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Michael Givens comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Michael Givens. Leading off for Toronto, the designated
stepping in now, Brandon Drury. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 1 for 3. The 1-0. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1.
Hey, last 2 pitches back to back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Into the corner and slicing foul. And it's a full count. 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH. Rowdy Tellez will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Rowdy Tellez. Popped him up. Davis has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 96.
Striding in once again, number 96. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. is looked at for ball number 2. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Three and two now.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Final strike for the Blue Jays. Full count still. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The batter, number 9.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Jansen. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
0-2 count, and the pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Full count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Baltimore Orioles came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Richard Blyer claims the win out of the pen, his first. Michael Givens records the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.